What up, y'all? It's your boy G. So let's talk about this. People drag Ayesha Curry through the mud after saying she doesn't get any attention from men. Ayesha Curry and family went on the Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk show where she disclosed to the entire nation that she doesn't get the same amount of attention as her husband does when it comes to women. So everybody is like, Steph, you got to get rid of her. You need to divorce her, man. She's gonna, she's a liability. She's too insecure. And the question is, should he get a divorce? And the answer to that is no. No, I don't think it's a fair thing to do. I don't think she gets a fair shake. We got to stop bashing and interfering into people's marriages, right? You got to start congratulating them, lifting them up, supporting them. And just because they said something that you don't agree with doesn't mean that it's grounds for termination, right? Relationships are difficult. Marriages are even more difficult. They take a lot of time, a lot of effort, especially if you've been married for 10 years and you got about 5, kids. She's got 3 kids. So, you don't want to just throw that all away just because somebody said something that can be fixed, something that is rooted in insecurities. So we got to start being more supportive of marriages. We got to be more understanding, and we just have to start lifting these people up. All right. So let's speak on the insecurity part. So to the Black community, their relationship is perceived to be almost perfect, right? Of course, no marriage is perfect, but theirs is perceived to be pretty close. And unfortunately, in the Black community, there's only like a handful of relationships that we would regard as relationship goals, right? So, I mean, we got the Obamas, we got maybe D Wade and Union, maybe Russell and Sierra. And so the Currys is up there as well, right? It's a relationship that we would consider relationship goals. So let's see here. This is what Ayesha says. There are all these women throwing themselves at my husband, but in the last 10 years, I don't have any of that. I have 0 male attention. I begin to internalize it. Is something wrong with me? Well, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't get male attention because your relationship is perceived to be so solid, so airtight and perfect that no man wants to approach you and risk embarrassment trying to even step to you. It's not worth it, right? We don't want to end up on Donkey of the Day or Breakfast Club Donkey of the Day where they're talking about, can you believe it? Like, this guy actually tried it. What did he think was going to happen? Like, did you really think that you was going to, pull Ayesha from Steph? It's not even possible. So, we don't want to look like a fool by doing that. So nobody is really even trying to approach you like that. And we have a lot of respect for you and what you represent. It's the same with women as well. So no women out there is really trying to steal Ayesha Curry from Steph, right? They might be starstruck. They might be a little giddy and they might be a little flirtatious, but nobody wants that smoke, right? Nobody is going in for the kill, actually trying to take away, Steph Curry from Ayesha. It's just her insecurities, unfortunately. And a lot of times they end up at these high profile outings, right? And, people are dressed to the nines. People are looking absolutely perfect. Women are just amazing. And so Ayesha's probably saying to herself, look, I've been in this marriage for 10 years. I got 3 kids. My body doesn't do exactly what what it should do. And maybe he doesn't look at me the exact same way. Maybe he doesn't value me the same. So, we got to kind of understand that that's probably how she feels after about 10 years of marriage and 3 kids. So in terms of just searching for validation and attention, she's just not, I applaud her. I applaud the fact that she's able to disclose that with everybody, to be open about it. Now, the thing is, she has to work on resolving it. She has to speak to her husband, possibly get into therapy, right? And just work on fixing their marriage. If there is anything wrong, But the alternative is that she doesn't express that, and they're going to be there's going to be some miscommunication. They're going to be arguing. It's going to be magnified by their celebrity. They got kids, and it's just going to get real nasty. So I applaud the effort that she put into it, and that she identified the fact that there's some issues going on with her internally. So the last thing I wanted to discuss was, if they did decide to part ways, where would Steph go? Right? Where would he go? He has nowhere to go, right? They've been together for so long. They complement each other, right? They even kind of look like each other. You know, when people are married for so long, they look like each other before they got married. But they could be brother and sister, right? That's what they look like. And then you look at their kids, you can't even tell which kid favors who, because everybody looks like everybody, right? So, not that it's about looks or anything like that, but they're just a perfect fit, right? They complement each other. They support each other. She matches his fly, right? You know, he's won so many championships, and she supports him doing that. She is his piece. He's able to go home after a game and just kind of reflect and, you know, and do the same thing over again. And, you know, she doesn't stress him out or anything. They complete each other. The kids are well taken care of. And on top of that, she is a day one. He doesn't have to worry about, you know, does she like me because, you know, I got all this celebrity status or all this money? No, she was with you before all that stuff even happened. So because of that, you know, you have a good woman. So you already know that you're not going to get it much better than that. So in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is, we really need to put a little more value into people that are already married. We should just uplift them. We should support them and encourage their marriage. We should say things to tear them down or to break up marriages, because honestly, we don't see a lot of marriages out there that are actually working, especially marriages that have lasted 10 years with 3 kids. It's to be applauded, and you know, it's something to look at, you know, as if it's a big accomplishment. So that's all that I have. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be blessed. Thanks.